What if your family tree had more drama than your favorite Netflix series? In Hollywood, it just might. Imagine discovering you share DNA with a fellow A-lister. The kind of plot twist no script could top. In Tinseltown, even ancestry comes with cliffhangers. From jaw-dropping revelations to stunned celebrity reactions, here's a look at the stars who were floored to learn they're actually family. It doesn't get more fabulous than the moment RuPaul and Senator Cory Booker found out they were cousins. Their connection popped up during an episode of Finding Your Roots, the ultimate show for wild family bombshells and unexpected surprises. Booker, ever the guy who wears his emotions like a badge, looked genuinely touched as he took it all in, blinking back real tears. But trust RuPaul to steal the scene, promising with a wink and a laugh to drag Booker to the next family reunion and maybe choreograph a dance. Imagine the speeches, the soul food, and the karaoke that would somehow turn into a full-on runway show complete with glitter. Two icons, one unexpected bond, and the family reunion of our dreams. This next twist will blow your mind. Moving from politics and glamour, we land on another wild pair, Jimmy Kimmel and Martha Stewart. Their family connection also showed up courtesy of Finding Your Roots, and Kimmel immediately cracked jokes about expecting a lifetime supply of Christmas cookies and maybe a pie or two. Stewart just smiled, probably already mentally planning a centerpiece. Picture it: Thanksgiving dinner, Kimmel heckling the gravy, Stewart ignoring him while basting a turkey to Martha perfection, humming to herself. Their careers couldn't be more different, yet somehow their bond makes perfect sense. But hold on to your jaw, this next matchup adds a touch of old Hollywood glam. Michael Douglas and Scarlett Johansson, distant cousins linked by their shared Eastern European Jewish heritage. If you ever needed proof that Hollywood glam has deeper roots, here it is, glimmering. They haven't exactly been spotted hugging it out at family reunions or swapping childhood stories, but knowing this fact adds a whole extra shimmer to their already magnetic screen presences. Douglas brings old-school gravitas. Johansson? She owns the screen like it's her birthright, and now maybe it literally is. Star power doesn't just come from directors and big breaks. Sometimes it's stitched into your DNA, threading through centuries, showing up when the spotlight hits just right and magic happens. And speaking of surprise bombs, Julia Roberts and Edward Norton found out they're distant cousins too. This twist was made even better by the fact that they had already worked together on Everyone Says I Love You, unknowingly sharing family vibes. Their roots go back to colonial America. Imagine ancestors bickering over a butter churn while these two light up red carpets. Their reactions? Pure Hollywood gold. Lots of laughter, some side eyes, and genuine delight. It was like two kids discovering they were next-door neighbors this whole time. It's almost too poetic sharing the screen with your secret cousin, delivering performances that just naturally click. Apparently, the chemistry was written into the family tree and sealed by history. Now let's take a turn straight into Brooklyn and back to sarcasm. Larry David and Bernie Sanders found out they're distantly related, and honestly, has anything ever made more perfect sense than that? Same cranky energy, same sharp New York twang, and the same air of reluctant optimism. Their discovery came via Finding Your Roots, of course. David's reaction was pure, squirming, deflecting, roasting himself mid-interview, and desperately trying to stay detached. Sanders, chill as ever, gave a small chuckle and moved right along. Finding out you're related to the world's most iconic complainer felt oddly normal. Just another Tuesday. If they ever throw a family reunion, imagine the scene. Loud debates, overboiled bagels, and jokes so dry you need a drink after just listening. And just when you thought it couldn't get more legendary, along comes Carol Burnett and Bill Hader. And it only gets better. When Hader learned he was related to the legendary Burnett, he basically short-circuited from sheer excitement, which was expected, considering she paved the very road he now speeds down every night. Though they haven't shared a stage yet, you can already imagine it. Lightning-fast jokes, ridiculous characters, and physical comedy. This is the kind of banter that would leave audiences crying and laughing by intermission. If comedic timing is hereditary, these two prove it's practically baked into their DNA, along with a few extra punchlines. Their discovery is another perfect thread in Hollywood's weird and wonderful family quilt. But just when you thought Hollywood couldn't get any more star-studded, wait until you hear about the next pair of cousins. Here's a real heavy hitter pairing for you: Pamela Adlon and Meryl Streep. Yes, these two acting powerhouses are distant cousins by blood and drama. When Adlon found out, she joked she'd be expecting a few Oscars to magically appear at her front door, ideally with a little note. Streep, the queen of understatement, hasn't commented yet, but you know she's somewhere smiling that sly, knowing smile while plotting a low-key celebration. Their family connection proves that sometimes greatness doesn't just happen, it echoes through generations. From brutally honest sitcoms to soul-crushing drama, it's clear. The branches of this family tree are stacked with talent, attitude, and a whole lot of well-earned brilliance. Now for a real curveball that no one saw coming. Bill Maher and Bill O'Reilly. Yes, the two political firebrands who can't agree on anything are actually related by blood, much to everyone's amusement. The revelation feels like a punchline Maher himself would write in one of his sharpest monologues. In true Maher fashion, he didn't miss the chance to joke that it explained his emotional scarring and occasional rants. O'Reilly, playing it cool, shrugged it off, but let's be real. One family gathering, one political debate, and someone's flipping the table by dessert. Their connection adds an even spicier layer to their decades of public sparring. And honestly, it makes watching their arguments feel a little more like a sibling squabble over turkey legs. Let's bring it back to Hollywood romance now, with a twist dripping in irony. Kevin Bacon and Kyra Sedgwick, already married Hollywood royalty, discovered they were ninth cousins. This all unraveled during a mind-bending episode of Finding Your Roots. Sedgwick, understandably, found it slightly unsettling, but they both laughed it off because honestly, is anything not weird in Hollywood these days? In a world where 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon is practically a religion at this point, finding out your wife is literally in your family tree feels too poetic to be real. Still, they rolled with it like pros. If anything, it just makes the whole game of Hollywood connections even more meta and hilariously self-referential. And now for a family tie that even surprised the expert himself. John Lithgow and Henry Louis Gates Jr. are related. And yes, it's every bit as charming as you're imagining. Lithgow, never one to underplay a good moment or an opportunity for a big grin, reacted like he'd just snagged another trophy for his overflowing mantle. Gates, who's made a career of revealing hidden truths and surprising even the most stoic celebrities, genuinely looked moved this time around, flashing a rare emotional smile. It's rare to catch a master storyteller off guard, but that's what family secrets do. They sneak up and hit you right in the heart when you least expect it. But there's still one more show-stopping surprise. Finally, let's close with a powerhouse pairing straight out of a casting director's dream. Marisa Tomei and Julianne Moore. These two beloved actresses are distant cousins, and honestly, the news feels like a giant cosmic wink from the universe itself. Perfectly timed. Tomei cracked a joke about Hollywood being one big family if you dig deep enough, and she's absolutely right, as usual. Moore, ever the embodiment of quiet strength, smiled warmly at the news. It was like she'd been let in on some long-lost secret and instantly treasured it. Their bond adds another layer to their already unstoppable careers. Turns out, in a town built on dreams, ambition, and a little glitter, real family ties are hiding under the spotlight, just waiting to steal the show. So next time you see a red carpet, remember, it's basically a family reunion with better lighting. makes you wonder who's next to reveal an unexpected connection.